The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
On the double.
Allen way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the final tally. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Never.
They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Allen. Buying time to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing them. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
They still can't get him. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a throw here to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick, and we'll flip this out to Huntley. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On second down, it's Pollard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quez Watkins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Check pitch, up, read, check right, black,
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen, a throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
From the 27, Allen. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Completes it to Samuel. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Allen now looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd and 10. Allen, throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Robinson. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 1st and 10, Kirkpatrick. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 30 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders back out late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
Ready?
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Allen now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Yellow, line, blue, check, pink.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go back to Pollard on second down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to go off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes to get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that.
Allen pick. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made on Washington's 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And I think the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Nifty move. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. He's only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now at FedEx Field. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed in.
to help break that pass up.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, go. Ready.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams on the check down. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to throw again. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To the air. Allen into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The slot man in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Dances by him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a give here to Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the